Hello everyone, it's Tilly from Tilly Journals. Welcome back to my channel and to another memory plan with me. I am memory planning the week of the 6th of February in my 7x9 Tilly Journals inserts in my Aura Estelle planner. I am using Planner Friends from Plannerface. As usual, I have pre-set up my bougie boxes. Oh my god, why can I not open anything? Oh, it's because this one doesn't have a underlay. It needs a full box on. Anyway, I've got my scripts I made myself. This is a hot mess beginning, isn't it? That's not a good sign. I have the Mixed Metal Hollow and Lavender Hollow foil bundle from Scribble Prints Co. there. And I've obviously pulled off scripts and icons, so I'll just shove that off to the side. I've then also got these little these were the tickets for Palentines, which I'm just going to put at the top of every day. So I've got a few of them. I didn't pull those out previous. I also have this from, so this was one of our table gifts. So it was Dee's idea and Anna designed it. So that's kind of that. And then we have my stickers pulled out in my Plannerface reusable sticker album. As you can see, I've got lots of extenders there ready as well. So without any further ado, I am going to get down to putting it down the base of this spread. Let's get my planner out of the way first. Okay, so as usual, I am just going to go over the books I finished this week whilst I'm popping the base of the spread down. So the first one was His and Hers by Alice Feeney. So this is about Anna and Jack, who get wrapped up in a murder in London, I believe. Jack is a DCI and Anna is a BBC presenter, and they get wrapped up more than they should be. The whole point in the book is that it's told by unreliable narrators. So Alice, Jack and the unknown murderer, which could be one of them, could be somebody else, you don't know at all. And there are definitely times you suspect both of them through the book. I have to say, I don't want to say what I was about to say. There are a lot of twists and turns, some of which I saw coming, some I didn't. And you definitely keep guessing through till the last chapter, 100%. It took me a little while to get into this book. About 35% of the way through, I was hooked and I read the rest in pretty much one sitting. I frequently changed my mind about who I thought the killer was, and I'll definitely be reading more of Alice Feeney's books. I've got at least one other on my to be read, so I've just got my if you can see it on the phone screen near the end of the video, I've got my review off to the side from Storygraph/Goodreads. I put the same review on both, so if you can see that in my camera sauce. Then the other book I read was When Life Gives You Mangoes. I essentially read this for a very simple reason, is that I wanted to do Buzzwordathon this year, but I obviously started it really late. This was January, so January's was Life or Death, so this was my January Buzzwordathon. I started it a bit late, but that's fine. I intend to do all of the others on time. I only found out about it really late, and then I kind of decided on this book, and then I decided I didn't want to pay for it on Kindle because it's a middle grade, and I didn't really want to pay $4.99 for a middle grade on Kindle, so I borrowed it from my library, because I knew I was unlikely to read it again. But then I had to wait for my library to come in, and then our local library was driven into the back of it, so it was shut for a little bit. So basically it took me a while to get the book, but when I did get it, I did enjoy it. So this is about, I believe her name's Clara. I'm really bad with names. Yeah, so Clara's best friend Gaynor seems to be pulling away from her, and she cannot remember last summer, when a new girl from England comes to her town. To her island, Clara's determined to have the best summer of her life. So that's kind of the synopsis of the book, I'd say. How did I feel about it? I went into it expecting to find it fine and not really be that into it, because I'm not the intended audience. I'm really not. Like, I'm an adult. I am definitely not a middle grade reader generally. It's the first middle grade I've read probably since I was middle grade, like was the right age for reading middle grade. It was actually really heartwarming and enjoyable, and I definitely would recommend it if it's something that seems to speak to you. There's lots about community, family, roommates, friendship throughout. There was a twist that I kind of saw coming, but I have read books with the same sort of twist before, so I did have an advantage, whereas I don't think it's a common twist in middle grade, I would have said. So, well, I don't know, I've not read middle grade, so I definitely had an advantage. So if you're a middle grade reader, I would recommend. If you're not, it's kind of up to you. It's worth picking up for a nice introduction to middle grade. Okay, so there we have the base of the spread all done. I forgot to say at the beginning, I bought an extra box add-on and glitter header page, the glitter add-on. I don't normally buy the glitter add-on for this kit because I wanted to have plenty for this monster Saturday and Sunday that it's going to be, but we will get onto that a bit later. For now, let's zoom in and do Monday through Wednesday. So we've got 2 3s and a 4 for this. So Monday was my dad's birthday. He did not get a birthday kit this year because of, you know, Palentines won out, Sol's dad. So there's that. And then I did my morning routine. Then I had a big stress about my portfolio in the car, and then I went to work, but I kind of feel like, because I'm only fitting like 3 things on a day here, 3 things in a box here, I'm going to put that like that and change the order slightly, I think, and then I'm going to pop in a little thing in the next box for being stressed about my portfolio. We'll go with that. I think that works. It would if I could put the sticker down straight. Then partly because of the whole portfolio situ, partly because I was just in a funk. I was in my feelings, and then I washed my hair, and I don't know what the next box is for. Oh, then I was working on files for Planner. Maybe, don't know. But we'll just use 2 little things to mark both of those, and I regret using that one. Oh, it's fine, but whatevs. Yeah, I'm really confused what everything down here is for. Then we were watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which is a fantastic show. If you've seen it, which I think most people in the world have, let me know. Hang on, I'm really confused. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's 4 again. I thought it was, but I was just getting myself all confused. I don't know. I can't work out what anything is. I need to pull out my memory notes here. Hang on. Oh, so I made samplers, which I must not have a script for. I must have missed that. Was working on the planner files. I'm still confused. Let's just put the boxes. Let's put everything down. Right, so for my dad's birthday, I've got this little thing here and a... Oh my god, why am I failing today? This is not the day to fail things. I've got a lot to do today. Then we have my morning routine. Those 2 things are pretty easy and simple. Then we changed the order here, didn't we? So we're going to mark in work next, which I have a munchkin from Once More With Love and a work script that's going to go over the flag. Oh my god, that was all off camera. I'm so sorry. What am I like? Okay, then for stressing about my portfolio, I've got this star here, and I have a Stress RE portfolio script because that is my life. Then I've gotten in my feelings, which is pretty accurate, I'm not gonna lie. There. Then I washed my care. So basically I discovered this day my samplers for Palentines hadn't arrived, so I made more this day to send off. So that's what I was doing, and luckily those arrived and were in the goodie bags, so that's there. And then I was working on planner files. Yeah, okay, I got it. So I'm going to jump to the bottom now because I'm going to pop in at the bottom reading, but not with that. I'm going to use one of the plain little things for reading there. And then for Brooklyn Nine-Nine I am also going to use a little thing, and then we're going to see what fits in the gap, which I think is probably like a third box for organising my planner card. And that works perfectly. There we go. I just needed to like properly talk it through to work out what things were. So I really don't think I've got a script for making the samplers. But that's kind of fine. We will make it work. So there's my reading. I've got make dividers, printing. I don't know. I've got organised planner card twice. Interesting. Maybe that will make sense later in the week. But I've just got Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which I'm trying not to put down wonky, but I definitely have there. Cool. So Brooklyn Nine-Nine is like our light-hearted show that we watch when we don't really want to watch something a bit heavier. Okay, on to Tuesday. So as usual, started off the day with my morning routine. And then I'm going to try and work the same way every day. It might not work out that way, but I'm going to try. And then there was absolutely horrendous, and I mean horrible, traffic coming home from work this day. And then I was working on printing planners that I was going to take to Palentines. So again, I'm just going to use a little thing for that as well. Then I made planner dividers. I'm just going to pop in everything at the bottom first because I think I'm probably going to need a half box because I just want to put the last two things on little things. So we're going to have reading at the bottom, and we're watching House of the Dragon there. And I think that is half box worthy space. Do we have a squared off box? Where are the squared off boxes? Am I missing a kit page? Yes, I am. And there is a squared off box. I did think that before, but then I was like doubting myself. So we're going to use a square box there. Beautiful. I feel like I found my groove a bit better than I had originally. So hopefully we will stick to that. Oops. So for morning routine, I've got an alarm from the foil bundle and a AM routine script from my shop in Hollow. Then for work, I'm marking it in exactly the same way because that is what I like to do. Then awful traffic, I've just got a little cart from the foil bundle and an awful traffic script. You can see that I use sheets off paper, basically ones I printed on the wrong side of, or that the printer's churned up in some way and can't be used. Like sometimes it just spits paper out, particularly my old printer had some problems. I've replaced my printer recently, if you didn't know, which you do now. I don't think I've ever really mentioned it, to be fair. But when it was breaking, I was having real problems with it just spitting out paper all the time. So there was that. So that's for making dividers. Then for House of the Dragon, let's try and put this down centered. I love that these scripts fit on a little thing, but they don't look too small in bigger boxes. At least I don't think they do. Let me know in the comments down below if you think they look too small in other boxes, but I don't think they do. And that's what's important here. So, but then if I bring things to the shop, I will probably work out like this sort of size. So, you know, it is important that you guys think they're the right size too. So then I've just got a little book there for read. Then I spent ages in the intro, I don't know whether you noticed, trying to get this box straight because I feel like it's still not that straight, but it's going to have to do. So, I think we're 3, 3 and 3 on this day, which is, I'm giving myself loads of space, to be honest. Alright, so for my morning routine, is anybody surprised? I am going to use a little thing. And then I drove across to like near Sheffield for a teaching day, so I was going to mark in driving. And then that's the light purple, so I think I'm going to use a dark purple half box. I wanted to put that in first because I wanted to see what the gap was like for the driving sticker. So it's too big for that. Is it too small for this? No, about the right size. Perfect. There we go. Watch me not use any of the like add-ons particularly that I bought, or like have loads of stuff left at the end of this spread, but I've got quite a lot to mark at the weekend, so I don't think I will. Oh, I'm off camera again. Sorry. So morning routine. Sorry if I was off for the whole of it. Wasn't really looking. I think I'm just a bit focused. I seem to be very much closer to my body than I normally would be, which I'm a bit baffled by. I don't really know how that has happened. So just got a little drive script, and then for the teaching simulation training day, I've just got a simulation day script. During the simulation day, I had a big spiral about the rest of my life and what sort of doctor I want to be and whether I'm doing the right thing, applying for GP training or what. So yeah, and then I probably had imposter syndrome. It wasn't a great day, to be honest. Yeah. And then I worked on, I was really struggling there. I really needed to clear my throat, and I don't know why at the moment, every time I talk a lot, I seem to be losing my voice, because it only seems to be when I'm doing videos. And I think I'm going to mark imposter syndrome a bit bigger, because it was quite like a difficult day brain-wise. So yeah. Maybe I should pause after this day and take a drink and see if that helps the situation. It probably will. But you know. So I don't know why I've done this this script. So I've got a Dividers Galore script, which is for that box there, and I've put it on one line, and I really don't know why. And I'm probably gonna change that. Bollocks. No. We're fine. It's fine. So, as I said, for some reason I put this script on one line. So I'm just going to cut it, grab the dividers, and then put the galore underneath. And because it's on clear paper, it doesn't really matter that it looks silly. It's a bit off centre, but that's fine. Oh, because that was meant to be covers and bookmarks, and then the next thing was meant to be dividers galore. Oh well, it's fine. It really doesn't matter. So for the covers and bookmarks, which is just going to go next, we'll just use a squared off box. Then we were watching House of the Dragon probably, and then I started reading When Life Gives You Mangoes. So that's just going to go in at the bottom, and then I reckon that fits a third box. I might be wrong, but I'm not. It's weird having 3 things to a day. It means I'm using more of the bigger stuff, so I probably should have plenty of space at the weekend. I don't know why I've got 3 boxes a day. I feel like I've missed a load of scripts. I didn't for a couple of weeks, and now I feel like I've missed a load again, but that's fine. So I can't see a script that's meant to go into this box here, but I'm just going to put House of the Dragon in the box there. And that is the first half of the week all done. So let's get straight into the second half, which is going to be the longer half, definitely. But first I'm going to take a quick pause and have a drink. I do actually have a drink in the room. Okay, so the night is mine and Socion's dating anniversary. So this was our 6 years of dating. Then, as usual, going to mark in my morning routine. And I really should be trying to finish like one box add-on rather than starting using another, which I keep doing, but it's fine. And then I went to work. So where's my flags? My problem is going to be tomorrow, the next day for work, because the other flag is pink as well. Boa. And I seem to have a sticker missing here as well. What's it for? This was actually quite a rough day, like it was a real day of sort of two halves. I'm going to jump down to the bottom, I think, and start by marking in reading, and then marking in TV time, which we actually watched House of the Dragon, but I've just got a TV time script for it. There. And then I was working on labelling dividers for my stall stock / stall at Palentines. So I'm going to just use the almost half boxes there. Cute. Beautiful. Let's try and get that straight a third time. Right, then all of the stuff in this box is quite important, and I kind of regret not trying to squidge 4 things into this box, but whatever. So, had a rough day at work, so I was just going to mark what happened at work. Then I got my exam results for the exam I took a couple of weeks ago. Feels much more recent in real time, in planner time, but it's not, doesn't feel that recent in real time. So I got my results for that and I did pretty well, so I'm just going to mark that in. And then the last thing was I actually finished off the planners, which is what I've lost my icon for, which doesn't quite fit, so we're going to have to change this out, but that's okay. I think if we swap that for this, the whole day will work a bit better. Maybe not, because that actually fits pretty well, but let's just try it out. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. Did I need to pull up every sticker? Probably not. Did I do it? Yes, as you know, because you just watched me do it. For our dating anniversary, I just have this heart. I can't believe we've been dating for 6 years. 6 years of soch. That's a good thing. Obviously, I married him. Morning routine. I just realised the way I phrased that made it sound like a bad thing. It is not at all. And there's a piece of fluff under that sticker. Nala, hair. Sorry, you are not invited. Then we have work. Then the rubbish thing that happened in work. The script does say what happened, but I'm not going to go into it too much. But I literally spent my whole day sorting out a patient, and we palliated him by the end of the day. So that was that. That's what I'm going to say. And then my MSRA results. Finishing the planners, and then I've got this little envelope for labelling the dividers, which maybe I'll switch planners and dividers around because they feel like less important things. Is there an icon on the icon sheet? Where's my icon sheet gone? I'm just going to use the little YouTube button. It's not the perfect thing, but it'll do. There. Then for watching House of Dragon, I do have a TV time script from the foil bundle. there, cutie patootie. And then for reading, I've got to read scripts, and I don't know why this day I haven't gone through and pulled off my scripts at the same time, because that actually works way better for talking things through with you, but I didn't, so we'll just have to go back through and put them in. So I've got 6 years of dating. Basically what happened with this patient. And it was just a bit of a rough day at work, so there's that. So there's my MSRA results, and then as I said, I'm just going to switch these over. So I'm going to put that as label dividers and the bigger box as a finished planners, because that feels like a bigger thing to celebrate. Okay, on to Friday, where we only have 2 boxes, which feels like nothing on this in this spread. So we are light purple, and I'm going to pull the other box add-on up first. So first things first, we have my morning routine, and then as I said, I have run out of purple flags, so I just want to have a little look in my functional album whether I have a purple flag in about the right colour scheme. I can't see many purple flags at all at the moment. It's like a lilac-y purple, isn't it? No, doesn't look like it, does it? I don't seem to have very many purples. That's fine, it's not a problem. I'm just going to have to mark it in a different way, and I just haven't quite worked out what that way is yet. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I've got, and I should do, a holographic flag, either in the right colour scheme or, I mean that's pretty similar, or preferably, if I don't, or, well, no, not preferably, I don't really care which way around it is. Words are so hard. Just a normal, like, flag from my shop, but one of these purple flags works just fine for me. Beautiful. So let's just pop that in. So that's a Joe Bow flag. Then, really annoyingly, I finished, stupidly annoyingly? What was I trying to say there? I finished work late this day, and then when I got home, I worked on labelling up washi ready for the event, because I was taking more washi than I have like in my normal storage. So the ones in my normal storage are labelled up ready, but the rest of the spares live in the garage. So that was prepping those. And then my mum came over to help because she is an absolute superstar. But again, I'm going to jump down to the bottom and mark in reading first. And this is when I finished When Life Gives You Mangoes. Then before that we did pack. And I think, yeah, it's there. For organising the shop albums, I would really like to put in this paint swatch, and then hopefully a little thing will fit up at the top, which I think it should do, for my mum helping out, because she is a superstar. Beautiful. Oh, I am obsessed with how this spread is turning out. Like, I mean, it's purple and blue. Come on, they're my favourite colours. It's planner art. Like, yeah, it's just, it's the business. And I've put this flag at the wrong side. Hopefully it'll come up. Jobo stickers are not very forgiving, but bougie boxes make life easier when pulling up stickers. They really do. So then we've got work. Let's focus. Thank you, camera. Then for working late, finishing work late, I've just got the finish late script and the little alarm, the little clock. Then we were labelling washi. To be honest, my mum and Soch did a lot of the washi labelling. I didn't do that much of it, but it's what got done. I like wash my hair and stuff, which I haven't marked in. So I've not just put that my mum was helping, I put Soshi and mum helping because they actually were both helping. They were being superstars. And then this is for organising the shop albums. So I basically have albums with my scripts, my stickers in, so people can flick through those and then pull out the ones they want from the box. Then I've just got a little box for packing up. Because we had to leave very early the next day, so we didn't want to do most of the packing then. Again, Soch did a lot of the packing and I just kind of helped when I could, and then I did read before going to sleep. Beautiful! So now we are on to our super long days. So each of these boxes has 3, 6, 7, 8 boxes to fill, and I have just put the Palentines tickets up at the top. And we're going to have a little look at how many things I've got to mark. So there's more on the Saturday, so I've got 30 things to mark. So it's basically 4 things in each box and 3 on one. So I'm probably going to do things as we go along in this bit, because otherwise I'm going to get myself really confused. So we woke up early, and then I did my morning routine, and then we finished packing before we had to leave. Yeah, we were just finishing off the last bits of packing that we hadn't done. I don't love the 3 little things, like I feel like it's a little bit gappy, but I think it's the best we're going to get. So, oh god, I've got stickers sticking to me. Oh, I don't even know where they're from either. We'll deal with it in a bit. When we find a section that doesn't make any sense, we will do that. So then, morning routine. And again, I have pulled in hollow stickers where I could, and then for packing I've just got a little bag. So I've got a really cute little wake early script. So we had to leave, we had to be there for 8, so I think we left at 5:45. So just to like put that wake early into perspective. Okay, so then Soch drove us because he is a wonderful human. So for Soch driving, I'm just going to use a little thing. And in the car, we were listening to an audiobook called Us. It is our book club this month book. And to be honest, I haven't really listened to much more of it because I'm not that into it at the moment. Hopefully I'll get better, but it's not taking my... Yeah. Then I took a nap in the car because put me in a car and I will fall asleep, like almost guaranteed. Then I just want the biggest box that will fit in this gap here, which I think is probably going to be one of the slightly bigger quarter boxes if it'll fit, but it might not. It might have to just be a quarter box. No, the slightly bigger quarter boxes fit. So for Soch driving, I've got a little car there. I almost feel like this script sheet is too big a sheet to pull scripts off, and I know that sounds ridiculous, but that's how I feel about it. So, and then I'm going to pop insert stall there just because I have the sticker in my hand. Ooh. So for listening to an audiobook, I've just got a book from Fox and Characters and an audiobook script. I think they're actually in the currently section, but I'm not sure. Then took a nap in the car because seriously, put me in a car and I will sleep. Guaranteed. I should maybe have left the Palentines until later in the day, but it's fine. So then was saying hello to everybody, and then the next thing I have to mark in was that Palentines begins is what I've written, which I don't think I actually made a script for, just looking around, but that's okay. So we'll just use a third box for that. Then we made some animal cups, animal boxes. If you saw my haul last week, my haul last week, you'll have seen that. And then we had the vinyl cup workshop, which I would like to mark in bigger, but there's only going to be a little thing that's going to fit in that space, and I don't have that many little things left, and I'm a little bit stressed about this. 3, 3, 4, because I've got quite a lot to mark. Anyway, we'll make it work. We always do. So for saying hello to everyone, I've got this symbol, which is actually meant for doing nails, I think, but I think it's just a good way to mark saying hello. For Palentine's beginning, I've got a little planner meet girl. Then for the animal box cup, I've got a little paw print because I think that works really well. And then the vinyl cup workshop, I've got a little cup, which you can barely see. Hello to everyone is literally what my script says, because we were just saying hello. As I said, I don't think I have a script for Palentine's Begins, because I think I was going to use the Palentines that I've used in the sidebar, and maybe I will actually if I can. Let's peel this up carefully. Bollocks. Was doing so well until the last hurdle, which is just when the premium mats are stuck together, like that's why it's not stuck very well. I'm going to change the sidebar to Eat, Laugh, Plan, or Weekend Getaway. We'll do Weekend Getaway. Let's do Weekend Getaway, because it was. And then let's get this Palentine's script in nicely. We're going to rip off the 2023, because that's how we roll. So we've got Palentines, there we go. And then just a 2023 underneath it. Cute! Okay, happy now. Then Vinyl Cup Workshop. There. So I think I'm going to put the next bit on here, because our panel was in the next little segment and I'd like to mark that a bit bigger. So first up we had some shopping time, which was the first time people were shopping at my stall, which was exciting. And then there was like a sunshine pocket little mini workshop talk thing. I don't really know how to describe it. I think for that I'm just going to use a washi strip, just because I'm running low on light blue little things, and I would like to see if I can fit a half box in here, like a full size half box, which I think I can. So I just wanted to leave myself that extra bit of space for the vlogging panel, which I was, part of. So for shopping, I've actually used a foil icon and a foil script, which I don't do very often. So it just feels a little bit odd to me. So maybe I should save that shopping for next time and mark it. And then I've got this shop till you drop script here. I wasn't actually shopping here, so it seems a bit weird to use that script there, but it's fine. Then for the sunshine bucket, I've just got that little thing there. And then for the vlogging panel, I've used this, which I have a bigger version of it. So I'm just gonna, this is the small version. So I'm just gonna use a bigger one because I put in a half box. I didn't think I would. So pull out the same sticker in a bigger box, because this was the panel I was part of. It was so much fun to chat about all things YouTube. So yeah, definitely, by the way, if you haven't watched it, I'm sure you have if you're here, but if you've not watched Anna's vlog of the Palentine's event, go watch it. It's really lovely to relive. So okay, and then so the next thing I'm marking in is that I think the panel I've written went well, I think. It's exactly what I've written. And I'm actually going to put this sticker this way round, just because, so I'm going to just change my directions so that, because it's not next to that, it's next to these two, and then it's on that side. That's what makes sense in my brain, okay? Then we had a little bookmark workshop where we made like a, you were meant to make a, it was a lot of fun. I should be talking more about the event. Because I'm like trying to fit everything in. I'm like all over the place. So I'm going to just go back through the event. So the animal boxes was like a introductory thing which was like a get to know your table mates sort of thing. So yeah, perfect. I'm just sorry, I was just debating what I'm going to do next and how I fit things in. So you made an animal box, and depending on which animal box you went in, you had a different question to answer. I made a cat, because if you know me, of course I was going to go for the cat. And also, I can't remember what my question was, how long you've been planning, I think maybe, which, but it was nice little introductory, get to know everybody sort of game that got people chatting with their table mates, but without being like too intrusive. So they were generally like stationery or planning themed questions. Then the vinyl cup workshop was super cool. So we made our own vinyl cup, and there were different, so it was led by Linda of the Grumpy Tortoise. Is that her name? Oh my god, I'm just having a little panic that I got her name wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's right. You had different themes you could choose, and mine was Harry Potter, but there was like a Gilmore Girls, there was a murder mystery, a murder show type thing. Yeah, so made a vinyl cup. You will have, again, if you watch my haul, you can see the cup I made there. Then it was shopping time, which there's not much to say about shopping time. Then there was a little mini like chat workshop about having a little sunshine pocket, and we got the little sunshine pocket that again is in my haul. I feel like a broken record here. But it was just a nice little way to you know, have a little pocket of sunshine, happiness in your planner, was the idea of it. I am running quite low on light blue things, so that's interesting. I've got several things left, but it's just running relatively low. So I'm just going to keep putting things down while I talk about the day until I get up to where we're up to. So then it was the vlogging panel, which was the panel that I was a part of. So we did we were basically answering questions about YouTube and vlogging and such, and it was just a nice little I don't know, chat about everything. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good fun. But yeah, so we chatted about sort of both our equipment and what we used to edit and stuff like that, and just it was a bit of a sort of a get to know us, but also how we do things for our channel. I felt like it went well, and I asked Soch, Soch was there as my helper, so it wasn't taking part in the event but was on the stall most of the time, but I asked him how he felt it went, and he said he thought it was good. So, and you know, it's hard to know when you're in your own thing, but I think it went okay. So then we had the bookmark workshop, which I've already talked a little bit about, but essentially we made a you made like a what's it called? You know, in like TNs and stuff, when you move a whole sheet of paper, like something board, and yeah, anyway, but you made a bookmark to go in that could go in your different planners, was the point in it, with a perpetual calendar. I didn't really make a perpetual calendar because I need more space than that for my perpetual calendar, because I have a lot of like family and stuff whose birthdays I like to mark. So I didn't make that, but I did make a really cute bookmark, and I really like the bookmark, so you know, win all round really. Then there was a planner panel, which was called My Planners and Me. It had different people in, including Karina, who I've spent some time chatting to since, and who's absolutely lovely. and Becky of Whoops I Did It Again Co, who again, if you're watching this channel, you probably know Becky. So that was just interesting, people chatting about like their planning styles and things like that. What else did we do? And whilst that was on, because I find it really difficult to concentrate unless I'm multitasking, I wrote in a lot of my planner spreads and my memory plan with me spreads from last year. So that was nice to sort of get a bit more caught up with my planner. And then it was the raffle, and it was actually quite funny. Like nearly our entire table won the raffle, won something in the raffle. So I won a dot grid notebook, which obviously, you know, no, it's just a line notebook, I think. But I won a notebook anyway. So sorry, I'm just debating how to make this fit. I'd quite like to fit 2 more things in this little segment, and I only have 1 more little thing, which doesn't help matters. But I can probably get away with using a washi strip, a very thin washi strip, or maybe 2 thin washi strips in the gap. Anyway, so yeah, our whole table won something, which was kind of amusing. Probably not for other people, but for us it was quite amusing. Including Sophie wasn't able to come last minute, and she won something as well, which was nice, because it was nice to be able to take something that like other people didn't necessarily get for her. And that was kind of the end of the day event. So afterwards, me and Zoe went back to our hotel room briefly, which you'll have seen me and Mark in. Then we met up with a few planner friends, and oh my god, and just had a little chat. I did a bit of planning, and we got a cheeky Nando's, so there was that. Then we went down to the quiz, which was part of the event as well. So Sarah ran the quiz of Monday Sunday. That Mundane Life is her new name. So that was a lot of fun. We didn't do very well at the quiz, to be honest. Anna was on a different team to the, like, me, Emma, Rachel and Soch were a team, and Anna's team won. The rest of us with our team, it did not do so great. I have nothing else little in blue. I think I'm going to have to cut up these little things to these to make a couple more little things, which is ridiculous because I had 2 box add-ons worth of little things and I still run out. Lol. Oh well, it's fine. It's a good job I have the dark purple, which is the Sunday colour, in as well. Right, so sorry, just gonna go back to this. So yeah, we didn't do very well at the quiz. It was fine. To be honest, I'm not very good at quizzes, and I find them really like frustrating because like I generally am with my family and they are just much better at quizzes than me, and it just makes me feel a bit sad, to be honest, which ain't great. So then we were having some drinks during it, so I was drinking cider generally. Soch wasn't quite himself and he went up to bed as soon as the quiz had finished. He was just absolutely exhausted after boozing the pews the weekend before and then being around loads of people he doesn't know. He just found it like he was just exhausted basically. So yeah, there's that. Then in the halfway through the quiz there was the awards and Ari won Cutest Office Pet. So I've just marked that in. there were lots of winners of different awards, and there is a list on the Facebook group if you want to go and see it. But on the so Palentines was put on by what at the time was called Plannerface Co, but they felt that was too similar to Plannerfest, so they have changed their name to the Great British Planner Collective, which I think is a fantastic name. So yeah, in their group there is it goes over the winners of the awards, so you can see that there. Then I stayed and chatted after Social gone to bed. I stayed and chatted with some people, including Anna, some organisers, and initially Emma stayed for a bit, but then she went to bed, but then we chatted till like 1 a.m. So that was that. So it's super late to bed is my last thing there, and that is the Saturday, and I got there. Only required cutting up something. Sunday should be a bit easier because I have 2 less things to mark in the same amount of boxes, so a couple of things can go in a bit bigger, so hopefully that will make it easier. And we are dark purple. Okay. So, because I went to bed so late, I literally slept up until my alarm and then fell asleep briefly after my alarm, which wasn't ideal. So then I went down for breakfast with Rachel. What have I done with my little things page? I've literally only got nothing left on this page other than pink little things, so that's hilarious. I've just pulled off these 2. So I had breakfast with Rach. I need to go on to the next day on my memory notes. And then when we got to the event, there was just a little bit of time for a bit of chatting while everyone got in and got like resituated, etc, etc. And then we played a game called Pass the Doodle, which essentially each person had to draw. So you passed around a piece of paper where you had to draw something. So like it started like a draw a being, which I drew a bee. I drew first, and then the next person had to give it clothes, etc, etc. It was a lot of fun and it was really funny. So yeah, it was a nice, again, it was a bit of an icebreaker to the day, although you kind of knew people a bit better from the day before, so it was a nice icebreaker to get people chatting again and talking again and like interacting with one another in a fun way. It was a good game. And I'm just going to get to marking that in my day, because otherwise I'm going to get myself really confused. Because I am not the best at sort of keeping things, like different things ingrained. So that was for Pass the Doodle and it being funny. And then there was the Spectrum panel, which was honestly, it was so validating. I've never really talked about it on here, but I think I probably have ADHD. I don't at the moment have any inclination to go and get a diagnosis, because I already get like extra time in exams and stuff because I'm dyslexic. So it just, and I'm not sure I'd want to go on meds, because I kind of feel like, I don't know, at the moment I don't feel like I'd want to go on meds, and particularly as we may start trying for a family soon, I just feel like it's not the right time for us, for me to go on meds. So yeah, that was an overly complicated description, but I found it super validating. A lot of the things they were saying I really related to, and it was just nice to like hear from other people that are either on the autistic spectrum or have ADHD. Just yeah, honestly, super validating is all I can say. Was much worth. So much. I don't know, like I felt like crying at one point during it, so because I just felt so like, oh my god, you know? I don't know whether I'm making any sense, but so then Soch was as I said, Social was really overstimulated this whole event and he just wasn't himself. So he went for a walk, and then we had some more shopping time. And I think this is when I went shopping. So do I have space for a third box? What's the next thing? Oh yeah, and then we got a Costa, which I got Social Costa, so he must have come back quite quickly. But I think I'm actually going to be completely fine on this day for fitting stuff in. So I think I just need to chill it a little bit. So I'm going to put the, like, chill myself out and not stress about fitting things in. But I am going to cut this third box down a tiny bit. I think. Not much. But I need a tiny bit more space than I've got. And I'm going to have loads of third boxes left, which is kind of funny because third boxes are normally my first thing to go in kits. Well, little things and third boxes are like my two favourite things. So, I managed to get things onto the wrong sides. Have I skipped something? Yes. Okay, that's fine. That was not next. Shopping was not next. We're cool, we're good, we're good, we're good. So instead there was a shop your stash memory keeping workshop, which was done by Janine of Fantasy Design Stores, who actually I was sitting next to at the event, which was lovely. It was lovely to get to know her a little bit more. We've talked on Instagram a couple of times. It was nice to actually like sit and chat to her. And I was actually memory planning at one point using one of her kits during the event, and she was like, oh god. I was like, yeah, it's cool. So, and then that made me feel like I should, you know how I was journaling every day at one point? It made me feel like I should probably go back to trying to memory keep every day. So that's kind of what I've marked in next, is should I memory keep daily. So we're just going to go to here. And then it was I don't know when this shopping was meant to fall in. I feel like I've got an extra shopping, so it's fine. We're just gonna... Oh, maybe the shopping bag was for shop your stash. But then what was this camera and star for? Oh, God knows. It's fine. We're just gonna mark shopping like that. Right. Oh dear. So basically some of my stickers got a bit reordered, and yeah, that's why I'm a bit lost. So it's super validating. Now I'm feeling the weight of this side of the thing, so I'm just going to cut this sheet down in half. There are a couple of scripts left on there, but not many. So she went for a walk because he was overstimulated. Then shop your stash workshop, which, as I say, was basically, it was about memory keeping. You basically had to use only things that you'd got for free at the event, or that you got for free. It didn't specify in the event, so you couldn't like spend a penny on it. So it was about like trying to use what you had rather than buying lots of things for memory keeping, which is why I was like, maybe I should memory keep. And I made a really cool page, which again I haven't actually finished, but it was cute. So then shopping, we got pizza for lunch, and also got a Costa run. So I just got coffee run script, which is nice because I never use the coffee run scripts because I'm not a big coffee drinker. And then there was a confessions box that they went through, which I'm going to put this there, and I don't look like I've got a script for that, so there's that, but we'll skip it for now. And these started off quite funny, and then there were a couple of like a bit darker ones. So yeah, whilst this was all going on, again I'm just going to change my direction of stickers. Whilst all that was going on, I was doing some memory planning. This is when I was memory planning with Janine's kit sitting next to her, which was just like slightly amusing. I think I also like wrote in Plannerface spreads next because I was sitting between Janine and Anna. So that's for planning time. And then they did a team panel. So the team of Palentines chatted about like how they got the event together, etc, etc. I think I'm just going to mark it using a flag. I don't think I've got that much left to mark. I still seem to have a lot of stickers, but I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see where we get to. I've still got like 3 boxes to fill, so it's like a normal day's worth of stuff still. So still quite a lot, isn't it? So as I say, I don't think I've got anything for the oh, I know what the camera was for. It's for anyway. So yeah, confessions going a bit dark. The team panel, and then we did a paper chain workshop where everybody decorated a bit of a paper chain, and then we made it into a giant paper chain to do our group photo, and we did the group photo using the paper chain. So that was a lot of fun. So like you had to basically decorate a paper chain with different materials. So there was like simpler ones like washi, there was one that was cross stitch or sewing, and you had a piece of I can't think what it's called, it's not Hessian, but the stuff you cross stitch with. My brain has gone to its sleep. There was feathers, which is one I did, and there was a painting one. Yeah, just all sorts of things. Then we packed up. So yeah, it was group photo, and then there was a bit more shopping time, but generally we just packed up. So it was packed up and then said goodbye to everyone, which was sad to be going, but I'd had a wonderful time and it was so much fun, and I'm so glad I went. I feel like this could do with being a tiny bit bigger than a little thing, but I do have a quart box left, but I feel like a quart box is too big for that space. Like an appointment label would be perfect, but I've not got an appointment label left, so it's going to have to be another little thing, I think. Maybe I'll just spread these all out a little bit more. I'm a little bit worried about fitting everything in, because I feel like I haven't really worked this out very well. I've just gone with it and it's fine. So I didn't talk about the team panel at all either. So the team panel was really good. They just talked about how like they got the event together and stuff like that, and they shared their favourite parts of planning the event, and we just got to know the team a little bit, which was actually really nice. Because so those of you that don't know, years ago, pre-COVID, I planned a event called Countdown to, I helped plan an event called Countdown to Christmas. I did help with their previous event as well, but Countdown to Christmas is the one I was super involved in. To be honest, I was pretty involved in both. I'm having a blank on what our business was called that ran the events, but anyway, and like, yeah, so it was just nice to get to know the team, because I knew how much work they had put into it based on how the event had gone generally. So yeah, it was just really lovely to get to know people a bit more. So then drove home, and then I just spent some time talking to Soch, because although we'd been together all weekend, I barely felt like I'd seen him, and he was feeling quite burnt out and exhausted, so it was just nice to kind of chat and have a bit of a catch up on how we both were doing. And then I nap, because I always nap in cars. Literally, put me in a car, I will fall asleep. Then listen to our audiobook, and also I played an Eat Venture, which is my phone game that I'm kind of addicted to. If you've not been watching this channel much, you probably haven't heard of it, but I absolutely love it and I play it quite a lot. So I was playing it in the car on the way home after my nap. And yes, we did manage to fit 5 things in that box, so we are fine again. I love this spread so much. Oh, I'm obsessed. So, got to drive home. there. Chatting with Soch, I've just got this I love you swing because I love him and he is my favourite. And just with my love, but we were just chatting with the car, which I know that doesn't like 100% show that, but it does. So if we drive home, then took a nap in the car. It was not in a bed, but I've got a bed script sticker, so he's fine. Then listening to the audiobook. Anyway, my like wrap up of Palentines was such a good event. Like the team did so well. You'd have never known it was their first event, etc. It was really professionally done. It was a lot of fun. So super proud of the team for that. Kind of got. I'm just gonna put reading at the bottom rather than sleepy AF. Okay, so then when we got home, we did have to unpack the car because Soch needed to take it to work the next day. That is not, is that? That's that. No, it's not. It is this colour. It just doesn't look right. And then we watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which, as I said, is just our like light-hearted show we are watching at the moment. They're making this match and I don't want it to. Particularly because I've got 5 things to mark. Only 4 things to mark in this dating letter. I don't know. Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And then, am I actually out of dark purple stickers than a half box? Lol. I think I am. Yeah, genuine. This is the only sticker I have left, so it's just going to have to get cut down and probably look a bit dumb. But that's fine. That rules out me trying to squidge in both things. But I was going to mark in both reading and going to bed early, but I think I'll just put in reading. I didn't read very much, but I did read a little bit before going to sleep. I am obsessed with this spread. I really am. It is gorgeous. I hope you agree. And if you're at Palentines and we said hello, drop your name down below because I'm really bad at putting names to faces and like horrendous. So to actually have names to put to faces just makes me happy. So yeah. Like particularly Instagram names, because not everybody in the planner community uses their like I'm Tilly and all my stuff is Tilly Journals, but like yeah, I don't always link them. That's what I'm trying to say, I think. So I definitely did miss a few scripts on this spread, but it doesn't really matter. I will print them another day. Annoyingly, I've just printed next week's scripts, so I can't include those. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, drop me down below if we said hello, or if you were there and you didn't say hello, and you found me since the event. Hey, welcome. Thank you for coming. So that is the finished spread. Obviously, we are missing a few scripts, and let's just put our sidebar scripts in. Right, so I'm just going to have to put in the ones that I know were full. So MSRA results is on Thursday. I'm just going to do it like this. Palentines, I'm fairly sure could be Saturday or could be Sunday, to be fair. I think I'm going to put it on Sunday because Planner Friends are going to go on Saturday because, like, I don't know. That's kind of how I feel about it. Alright. Then I'm fairly sure House of the Dragon is going to be Wednesday because it was a rough day, and it doesn't actually fit. That's fine. So I'll just cut off the dragon and make it 2 lines. So I'll put the dragon down second. I was going to say first, but then I realised how this script is laid out. So I've got House of the Dragon there. Do I love that it's on 2 lines? No, but will it do? It's fine. Monday was samplers. Actually, I reckon Tuesday was meant to be House of the Dragon, Social was meant to be Wednesday, but it's fine. Soshin features twice this week because he gets featured in My Mum and Soshin on Friday, who basically helped me finish getting ready. And that is actually the finished spread, at least the finished spread that you're going to see. I do need to make an extra few scripts. So let's just go over what I've got left in a full kit and 3 add-ons, because that's how much we've used in this spread. It's a big one. So these were just my little stickers to say what was left. I've got like a reasonable amount of the glitter add-on left, to be fair, but mostly big boxes, other than the light purple. I don't know why light purple got away so lightly, because yeah. So most of what is left is light purple and pink, because they were the 2 days that were a little bit lighter. So pink only had 1 day, and the light purple had 3 boxes and 2 boxes, so was definitely much lighter than the other boxes. So the other days. So that is it for this spread. Let's pop it back in my planner quickly, except I've just put all of my rubbish on my planner. So pop this down here, and this is my last week where you're going to get 2 plan with me's, so you are going to get a plan with me on Wednesday, and then like I'm memory planning last week, so in real time. So it is the next week in my planner, which is the week that ends the 19th, is last week to me because it's the 23rd. So like I'm going to be at the earliest I can film videos. So yeah, that is it for this video. Last week with 2 memory plan with me a week. Comment like down below if you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought of this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.